What's up, Coop?
How you doing, Mr. Senor?
Good. Just had some high protein packed dinner, drinking
Yeah,
some water. We're back in the lab. We're just trying to get better today.
I love it. I absolutely love it. We Dom and I were trying to get better by testing out if we could get the NFL theme music to play in the waiting room and while we had everyone fill in here, but we couldn't get it done in time, unfortunately. So, you know,
Hi. Kelsey's not playing. I hope all of you who have Kansas City or Lions players have set your rosters tonight, remembered about Thursday night football. Always a problem when people don't do that. So unfortunately, I picked Kelsey in the first round in the Links draft and am now benching him in favor of his backup. So we'll see.
yeah,
Yeah, I
I
believe
noticed.
that's what you said last week, Mr. Senor. You're
Yep.
all, that happens.
uh, yeah, we'll see. I mean, Mahomes has to throw 5 touchdowns to somebody, so hopefully it's Noah Gray.
Hopefully, yeah, that's a tough first draft pick, but play out over the season. I think you'll be solid. Um, yeah, y'all, it's Thursday. We are back with Community Thursday. We had an epic round of Quiz House just a few moments ago. I did not win, but we're getting closer. We're feeling it. So tune in, compete. Tungsten continues to make killer quizzes there. This was the 72nd, so we reached par. Right, it's all uphill from here. Yeah. So the pro golf is in the off season, but we had some epic action in the Walker Cup. We're gonna have some recaps about that and other stuff going on in the Mulligan in your inboxes tomorrow. And of course, we are eagerly awaiting the Ryder Cup. There seems to be some pessimism on the U.S. side, given the competition from the Europeans this year. But I think it's going to be an interesting showdown. Any thoughts from the group on stage here? U.S. going to pull it off?
I don't think the
Me,
U.S. will get more than 5 points. My hot take.
Yeah,
this is
it's
my
going to be a
first
close one.
Ryder Cup. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Um, it seems like the most hyped up event of the year. People have been talking about it all year, and I just can't wait to see what's going to happen. I have no expectations.
I don't know. I feel like the U.S. is due for a big win.
It'd be great to see. I was scrolling Twitter and saw a clip of the stadium and everyone chanting Rory. Last year, and it just looks like such an electric environment. It's gonna be great. But if you want to play some golf virtually, pop into 2K this weekend. Dom, what do we have going on?
We are going to follow alongside the LGPA this week in Cincinnati, Ohio, at Kenwood Country Club. We will be live on all three platforms: Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. We're doing 3 rounds this week, nothing too much. And yeah, it'll be a fun time. So make sure to log in and make sure to talk a little bit in the gaming chat as well. Talk about your round. I'm excited to see how everybody improves over this fall break we're going to have.
Yeah, post those low scores. Love to see it. And in terms of low scores, I'm really excited about this one. October 7th in New York. We are having an event at 5 Iron. We're coming back to Herald Square. This was awesome for NFT NYC. And we're coming back. No conference around, just golf. We're going to be there. If you're in the area, I'm coming up from Philly. I'm trying to get Dom to come out from Pittsburgh. It's going to be a fantastic time. We have a special format for this event that we've set up. So it's going to be a member guest. If you're a member, you can of course head to Clubhouse now, register your ticket. It's $50 per member. But if you want to bring a guest, $50 additional. So for $100, your guest will get an automatic starter membership. So access to some of the great benefits in the Links ecosystem, access to Links leagues, and some of the cool stuff we've got going on in Clubhouse. Going to be a really great time. golf friends food, and I have confirmed as well that we're going to have a bay set up in the 5-iron to play Spay Bay on PGA 2K there at 5-iron at Herald Square. So it's going to be a great time. I'm looking forward to it. You can check that out. The link's posted in announcements, but it's right there on Clubhouse when you log in under your benefits. So you can click there and register. Get your friends ready because it's going to be a great time. Mr. Senor, are you going to make the trip up?
So it's funny, it's the exact same time as my wedding, which is also in New York City. So we'll have to see. There might be a drive by in a lift, pop out with a tux, show up, give everyone a hug, and then leave. But I will be in New York in that time.
That's killer. That's great. The only thing I think that can compete with your Tux game, I can't wait to see it. But Mizzen and Maine, we've got the giveaway going on. If you want to get some swag, $1,000 giveaway still going on, and Golf Tech as well for that lesson pack. So check out those as well that are still happening. But we have some pretty major updates in Clubhouse. If you went and visited based on that announcement to check out the 5-iron event, the Links Leagues. We are live right now in Clubhouse with Links Leagues Season 2. As if you participated before, you posted a score. We had that Looker Studio link. This is all now housed within Clubhouse. So really, really cool thing there. You can go in, post your scores. Shout out to the team for building that out. Links Leagues in Clubhouse. Super, super cool. You can register for the 5-iron event, and also live in Clubhouse as of today is the referral contest. So we got some epic prizes in the reward section of Clubhouse with bag tags, Bettinardi head covers, logo balls. You can win hot ones with Mr. Senor, where we will get you some hot wings and compete to eat some hot wings. Golf with me at a course of your choosing. Custom Jaws Raw wedges. If you get just one referral, y'all, you're entered into a raffle to win to go to a foursome at a Links Network course. We've also got some grand prizes, AEP, all expenses paid to Spay Bay, a Paradigm driver, and you'll notice down there at the bottom of the list, for quite a few points, and maybe we'll do a raffle on this as well if we get enough referrals, a lifetime membership at all future Links courses, so equivalent to that Diamond Spay Bay inaugural initiation pack. So some really, really cool stuff going on in Clubhouse. But Mr. Senor, do you want to give us a screen share with some of this new fancy Discord technology, and we can check out the details on how to access some of this great stuff?
I would love to. So we're going to figure this out. First time doing a screen share. All right. Looks like I'm up. You can see it, right, Coop?
We are live. I'm looking at Clubhouse. Welcome, Gregory.
Great. So yeah, there's two things I want to show. First we're going to show Links Leagues. Again, super excited. This is a long time coming. Links Leagues has been sort of in an MVP prototype phase in Looker and using Typeform for score entry. And we learned a lot. And so, huge shout out to the Links Leagues group for really focusing on something that was very Linksy. And what I mean by that is they had very clear principles from the very beginning. Number one was it needed to be accessible. So it needed to be something that you don't have to be a lifetime golfer or a lifetime competitor, or you don't even need to have a handicap, right? You don't even need to have 20 rounds posted in order for you to be able to get started to compete. And so that's the first thing. It needed to be really accessible. The second thing is it needed to be fun. It needed to be something that, we could all do together. It could, bring us closer together as golfers, as community members. It allows us to talk shit to each other in Discord and give us something to do. And then the third is we really wanted it to be fair, obviously. Like any competition is grounded in its fairness and how people feel about it. And so what's been remarkable about the MVP is that not only did the data analysis sort of showcase how this scoring calculation stuff could work out and produce that fairness and produce that accessibility, but we noticed that there was a wide distribution in the competition. What I mean by that is it wasn't just the best golfers winning. It wasn't just the worst golfer winning. So a lot of times you get into competitive formats, whether it's flights or anything else, you end up seeing, people sort of rise to the top or fall to the bottom. Better players are punished, worse players are punished. But this is really a way for us to sort of cut through all of that and ensure that no matter who you are and what your golf ability is, you can play any course, anytime, enter a score, and be stacked fairly based on your performance. So again, major shout out to the Links Leagues team. Also, then when we decided to get this into Clubhouse, that's immediately when Zach, our designer, and our engineering team, Parker and Sean, and Ryan, from the Links League team, but then sort of on the operational side at Links, started thinking about how do we get this into Clubhouse as a first version and something that we can really build upon, right? We wanted to make sure that it was easier to enter scores. We wanted to make sure that it was easy to be able to see within the Clubhouse and was easy to use. So without further ado, then on the screen, I'll move over to Leagues itself. And ultimately, what you'll see today in this first version is the ability to join leagues. So there's one league posted now. So the second we launched, we have the Fall League. It's going to last 8 weeks, and you just have to post 8 9-hole rounds between August 28th. So if you've already played a round in that time frame, you can use that to post up until October 23rd. So as long as you play 8 9-hole rounds during that time frame, those rounds will count towards your Links League's fall #1 competition. And so as you'll see, I'm obviously already doing super well, projected for -8 points. My total so far is -1. And the reason why is because ultimately I benchmarked my scores. Those scores were higher. And then my first competition round was terrible. But all that adjusts. So now I have a different expected score going out, and I can try to do better. The cool thing is you can see all that scoring history now in Clubhouse. So even if you're not participating in a league, you can still post your scores and have those here. There's going to be a lot of fun things. We're going to do this in the future. But you can kind of see my first baseline scores. So what that means is you're going to enter in 2 scores first. They can be your 2 most recent scores. Just enter them in. Once those are there, it's going to calculate an expected threshold for you to hit for your next round. So that'll be your first competitive round. And when you play in that competitive round, you enter it in, it's then going to calculate the number of points that you earned. So again, we're going to work through how to make this stuff clear. If you have questions, please ask us. All that stuff helps us explain it more. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it should be as simple as you entering your scores, we're going to compile the points, and then it's going to put you on the leaderboard for the league. And so you can see then is, as far as the overview goes, there's 2 of us so far who've moved from sort of the baselining into the competition. That's me and Sean. Sean is kicking my ass right now, but I hope to make that up because I still got 7 rounds left. But if you haven't yet, you can jump in, you can join the league. So do that first. Then enter your 2 most recent scores. And then from there, just play 8 more 9-hole rounds. And those could occur anywhere between 8:28, which is in the past, but 10:23 in the future. So again, this is new. If you have questions, totally understandable. Hit us up in the chats. Happy to talk through it. And we're going to be listening a lot to feedback on how to make this better. We have some things that we're really excited about on the Links Leagues roadmap. There's a whole bunch of other things that we're going to learn together, and we're going to listen to you and integrate those things in here in the future. So again, happy to answer questions, but that's the rundown of leagues. The second big thing that Cooper already mentioned at launch, I just want to show people who are here how it works. You can also go in and immediately see all of these redeemables that we launched today. So alongside of the Pro Shop gift cards that were already there, you also can see the Links bag tag, the Bettinardi head cover, the Links logo Bridgestone balls, hot ones with me. None of y'all are going to be able to eat anything as spicy as me, I promise. Also, Golf with Cooper, the Jaws Raw Reg, the Paradigm, the Spade Diamond membership. So once you make those referrals, so if you share your referral code and somebody else signs up for a membership, those points will immediately show up. Once they're in your account, you can immediately redeem them for whatever you want. You can do that right away, or you can try to bank as many as possible in order to be able to hit those higher targets. So again, 2 big launches today in the Clubhouse, Links Leagues V1, and new redeemables for the rewards program. That's all I got, Coop. Anything else you think I missed?
No, that's absolutely killer work. Seeing in the chats, the UI, the feedback, for Links Leagues is awesome. Super excited to see more scoring, more people in Clubhouse, and then obviously those referral rewards are killer. So shout out to you, shout out to the Links Leagues team setting that up, and then of course we will be back week to week with participation prizes. So stay up to date with your scores, get them in, and you'll be entered for more prize wheel stuff. We've got some great prizes coming out along those lines. And I want to kick it over to C. Bruce. I know I've been mentioning it in the chats, but we've got some plans to share with y'all.
Yeah, so it's been a little while since we did a course update. We've had a couple intriguing prospects come across our desk this past few weeks, and then we just wanted to do a more fulsome update since it's been a little while since we've sat down and talked about it. So later this month, we'll plan to do a US course, plus I think also just some Spade A course updates. Dig in a little more detail. Obviously, not everyone's keeping up with the chats all the time, everything else. So save the date for later this month. I don't think we've pegged the exact date yet, but just keep it on your radar. We'll be happy to share a little more, answer some questions, and happy to chat about it. Obviously, we're all psyched about the prospects there.
Killer. Thanks so much, Chris. And looking forward to that later in the month. But I know it's 8/16. It's almost time for the NFL. Dom, do you want to give us an update on the fantasy and what else we have going on this season?
So we have 5 leagues locked in. Thank you, everybody that participated in these leagues. Going to be a fun year. Make sure you set your lineups for this week. And then I'd also want to add, we have a pick'em poll and a survivors poll. We are looking to extend the times to join those. I believe one game is not going to be, it could be the deciding factor in the season, but if you had missed it, feel free to join. It will close at Sunday, and so those are the next 2 things coming up here for the NFL season at Links. And also check out the DFS football stuff, Daily Fantasy Sports. On Sunday, I believe we have a slate going on the Daily Fantasy Sports app, or DraftKings Sports app. If you have access to it, check it out. A $5 entry, and it's a pretty fun game to play.
Love it. Thanks so much, Dom. I'm super stoked for my first ever season of fantasy. And those pick'em and survivor pools. Great stuff. Look to see some more info. If you're not in the alpha chats, let me know. I can get you hooked up with the roles. But we are, looking into some more options around, sports, golf, competition, and as we roll out these Links Leagues, doing more fun stuff across all of that to connect and compete online. That's our update for the evening. It's Thursday. The NFL is back. Thank you all for being here in the chats. Go play some golf, post some scores. It's almost fall golf season, which is almost as beautiful and fun as spring golf, as long as you're not covered in leaves and you can find those balls. We're sending out the trophy to Trees for winning season 1, and we're planning some bigger, more fun prizes for Links Leagues. So that's all I've got. Thanks to the team for being up here. Thanks for all the hard work everybody's doing. And I'm ready for some football.
Thank you, everybody.
See y'all later.
Y'all go post some Links League scores.
Do
See ya.
it.